Before arriving to Madison, I was able to shuffle 1,000 things, including my future, while still being able to live in the moment, to smile, and most importantly, to be happy. Growing up in the Dominican culture, as you guys all saw, you know that no matter how many things you have in your plate, there's always time to smile, listen to music, and make connections with people. This was something that I had forgotten about this past year. I've been discovering myself and how I fit into this new life in Madison. In that way, I guess I forgot a little bit about who I am. And this is something that the Dominican Republic reminded me of. I am a minority in this campus, and for the first time became a minority in my own country. I have never felt so out of place than when we all arrive at the airport wearing the same shirts and being singled out as an American. That's something that I had never experienced before. It was like I was stuck between two worlds, like I had to prove that I was Dominican. On the first day in Montecristi, when I spoke Spanish among the civilians, they were confused, saying things like, "Can you speak Spanish just like us? Why? Aren't you American? Wait, are you Dominican?" Many were surprised that I was Dominican, including the kids, and were really happy about it. While others, like the teacher that taught us how to dance bachata, thought that I was still an American because I wasn't raised in DR. Never has somebody doubted that I wasn't Dominican. After the first day in Montecristi, all my worries slipped away. The kids were amazing and their smiles were contagious. Being a group leader, I was able to connect with a few kids. And although at first they were shy, by the end they were leading themselves, taking the posters and wanting to lead the groups onto the next spots. They were enthusiastic, full of smiles, and also smart. And should I say full of energy. I don't know how they had so much energy, but they did. Running around everywhere and wanting to have fun. I know I personally enjoyed myself, although it's hard at first, having to improvise and not knowing what we were doing. Especially when the kids realized that I knew Spanish. They would come up to me talking to me in Spanish, and I knew I couldn't answer to them. I had to speak to them only in English. These kids were absolutely remarkable, and I know I will never forget how happy they made me feel when I was around them. Just like I will never forget their faces and the amazing people that came with me to this trip. I built special relationships quite fast. And it's funny because prior to this trip, I had never spoken to anyone sitting in this room right now. I would just wait till the class ended and go on with my day. But this trip changed it all. I connected with people in ways unimaginable. I became real friends with people in here, and thank you for that. It was an adventure and lots of fun. Walking to the beach, getting ice cream, walking around town, exploring, and just interacting with each one of you guys without the use of the internet, without someone being on Facebook or texting someone else. You guys were really fun, and after the first few days, I forgot all about my responsibilities back home, about the tests, the homework, and just everything I had to do. I mean, how couldn't I with all the malaria faces, all the labs, Jasmine's famous list, which I am not in, and just being able to focus on myself, the kids, and everyone around me. It felt like a really long time since I did that. I guess the Dominican Republic reminded me of that. Reminded me to never forget to laugh, to think about now and not always be in the future, to interact and to have fun. I have been so focused on trying to adapt, trying to get good grades, planning what classes to take, what major to declare, what's going on at home, what I'm going to do tomorrow, next week, in a year, that I completely forgot how to live in the now, to live in the moment. I may not be able to see all the consequences that this trip will bring upon my life, but what I can see right now is all the friendships that have continued to grow past this trip. The much needed reminder to focus on the little things and the human connection. It has also helped me make the decision to work with Fire Camp, a camp in upstate New York, where I will be able to work with underprivileged kids from the city. This is going to be an amazing experience and will remind me of the experience that we had at CRC Global.